From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On second down, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now.
On second down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
All right, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
Look at that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. It's the fullback, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Third down. That's Perry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And they've got it here with a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Escaping the pressure right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now back to throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And on the ground they go with a running back. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Jackson on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Sean Davis there to break up that pass play. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, The defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And out now, here come the Bengals. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now again, right side, Roberts. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Touchdown, Bengals!
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Roberts. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. The loop, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something like that, we have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And some strong running. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Roberts. Room to run past midfield. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for that extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson will throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He may try and run for this, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins past it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Roberts. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set! 3-19!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make it.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench. They're
elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A big play there. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check, Patriot.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Buying time to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now let's go. 319.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.